Welcome back to Sports Please. Sitting next to me is Andrew Miller, friend, teammate. Glad to have you with me.
Glad to be here.
All right, let's just get right underway. I'm going to give you your first question.
All right.
Spring ball just got underway last week. How's the team looking right now at this point in the offseason? I know it's early, but how are they looking?
You're very right with that. It is early, and the guys are excited to be out on the field. I can tell you, I'm excited to be out on the field. And
Finally get out of that weight room.
Oh, exactly. Very preliminary. Guys have been flying around with great enthusiasm. I mean, there's only so much you can do with not having pads on, and kind of the big guys. Spring ball is kind of a bummer for them. They can't really do what they want to do. But wide receivers, DBs are flying around. I got Mike P making plays out there, and it's been a good time so far.
Now, Andrew, just to get to some individual stats for you, you hold the records for passing TDs in a single game against Muskingum with 6, and you hold the single-season record of touchdown passes in a season with 20. You got any more records catching your eye?
Well, I mean, I try not to, worry about my records and things like that. But I mean, obviously, an individual goal of mine is to break the career mark here, which I believe is in the low 50s, and I believe I should definitely be able to break that. And not necessarily my records that I'm looking to get. I'm looking to get Mike P some records too. I can't tell you the exact numbers right now, but he's very close in yards and touchdowns, I believe.
Now, you keep mentioning Mikey P, and I know this interview is supposed to be all about you. But how is it like throwing to Mikey P? I mean, the guy is a physical specimen. I mean, he looks like Chad Johnson in pads.
Absolutely. Having a 6'5" guy that can jump and outrun everybody definitely comes in handy. This is a guy that I honestly believe that is one of the best players in the conference, if not the nation, at the D3 level. This guy's amazing. He's a good friend. He's a great guy on the field, a great leader, and a guy that I look up to as well.
Now, you've been able to throw to him the past 2 seasons. What can the fans of Heidelberg expect from you two this season? Is it going to be?
There's going to be multiple Mike P hookups down on Mayer Field, down on the turf. We're going to look to make plays. I mean, he's going to make the crazy circus catches. My job's easy. I just throw the ball up. He does all the work. So my job's, like I said, the easy one.
Now, this has actually been pretty interesting to me. Walking around campus and seeing all the football players, you guys definitely look like you've been hitting the weights hard. But Coach Hallett has also instilled something that I think was a great idea, something that the team could really build around going on forward, is the Players Committee. Could you tell me a little bit about that and what it's all about?
Yeah, absolutely. Players Committee, it was voted on by the players. Each class is represented by, I think it's 2 or 3 players. And we meet once a week with Coach Moore. And it's just a medium that we can have between the coaches and the players. There's that sense of the coaches don't always have to tell the players about everything. They don't have to be the guys harping all the time.
Yeah.
There's that communication that's a lot more apparent between the coaches and the players.
Yeah.
If the players say he doesn't feel comfortable going to a coach for something, it's something that can be with and taken care of very easily. They can come to us, and it's over.
And I think that's great for the program. I think it builds a sense of brotherhood with
Absolutely.
you guys.
The community will put together policies and stuff and take it to the team, and it all seems to have been working out pretty well so far.
And now, Andrew, quarterbacks are looked up on the team as, the leaders, the guys that have that poise, that calmness, the guy that you can go to if, you're down or you want to ask a question. But it seems like it's all put on you. I mean, is there any guys that you look up to for leadership?
Oh, absolutely. There's times where I might go on the field and not, the enthusiasm's not there, but it needs to be there. And that's when I look to guys like Vaughn Klein, Nate Cater, Mike P. Those are the energy guys and the guys that I look up to. And there's other examples on the team, a lot of the senior leadership. That's pretty prevalent. And also the coaching staff. That's where I look to. I'm always in the coaches' offices, so I'm around them all the time, and they're the ones that help me get on.
Well, it's good. I mean, I know that it's got to be hard sometimes when it's just like you feel like you have no one there with you.
It can be stressful at times, but I love it. It's all right.
Now we're going to get away from football here a little bit, and something that's just so current that I love talking about, and it's March Madness in the tournament.
It is madness.
It has been madness, and my bracket has just been terrible. Like I said, I don't even want to make predictions anymore. Yeah. But how's your bracket turned out?
Well, it's been bad and it's been good. I think that's mostly bad, though, obviously. I had Ohio State winning it. I went with the dark horse there, and obviously I had Kentucky in there as well. I didn't think anyone would be able to touch Kentucky.
Yeah.
But my boy Josie Hill with those Butler Bulldogs,
Yep.
he helped out my bracket a lot. I had them going all the way down to the Elite Eight. I didn't have them getting to the Final Four, but it's been a crazy. I think Duke's had a cakewalk the whole way. I hope West Virginia pulls it out. I like old Huggy Bear down there, Bob Huggins.
I like West Virginia too, but I'm not going to even say anything because it just might jinx it.
Yeah.
So I'll just let it play out.
Just let it play out. That's right.
Now, with all my interviewees, I like to have a little fun, with the rapid fire questions or,
Okay.
getting questions from players for their coaches. I actually have 3 questions that I got from your housemates.
All right.
Okay, you don't know
This should
anything
be-
about
this
these.
should be
These are what the
interesting.
housemates want to hear from you. The first question I got for you, and I'm not going to tell you who they are. I'm going to
right.
keep it anonymous.
I might be able to figure it out anyway.
What do you think, this is question number 1, what do you think the impact will be of having the entire offensive line coming back this year?
Oh, wow. I'm surprised I haven't talked about my offensive line yet. They make everything so much easier this year. I don't have to worry about anything up front. I'll call a direction one way or another, and I'm confident with them 100% that they're not going to lay one through. I love all those guys, and I know that they'll sacrifice their bodies for me. I've seen Cassidy and Cater and Tank, all those guys throw their bodies around like no other. I love it.
That's got to be huge. And then you got Mikey P, but the offensive line is what,
Oh, yeah, that's the core. Your offense revolves around your offensive line.
Yeah. All right, question number 2. And this person wants you to please explain the perks of being the star quarterback for the Student Princes. What doors does it open for you?
I mean, obviously, people come up to me and
And they want your autograph or something?
no, not necessarily. It's not like I'm this big, not at all. I try to keep a low profile as much as possible, but people recognize the name in the paper and they'll say something to me every now and then, but I'm not like a USC quarterback walking down, Hollywood Boulevard or anything like that.
I got you there. All right, last question. Question number 3. This anonymous person wants to know, with 2 years experience in your belt, and being the starter and going into your senior year, how have you changed your training methods to prepare for this last season?
Well, that's funny because obviously with my training, I can feel the wear and tear kind of on myself, through playing all through intermediate school, and obviously as you get older, that's why I have so much respect for like Brett Favre. I don't know how that guy's walking still.
Yeah, it's
I
amazing.
honestly can't imagine that, but a lot more stretching. I might be the most unflexible person on the football team. That's the honest truth, but stretching and kind of doing some cross training stuff, getting in the pool.
Yeah.
That way I'm not so much wear and tear on the knees and the joints. A little bit easier.
And you're going into your second year of being the only quarterback for spring ball. That's
Yes.
got to be tough.
Absolutely. It's a challenge, but I love it. I don't have to go out. I have all the reps. I get to know. I get to know like everybody up and down the depth chart, whether it's linemen, wide receivers. I'm throwing to everybody. I'm blocking with everybody, and hopefully, with the experience that I've had, I help out those younger guys and kind of make the transition a little bit easier for them. So.
Well, thank you, Andrew, for being on my show.
Oh, absolutely. I've
It's a
enjoyed
pleasure. It was a pleasure of having you, having the quarterback of the Student Princes. I wish you good luck on this spring ball and your upcoming season.
Oh, yeah.
Hope you all the best.
Always a good time.
It was a good time.